What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back to TellerTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/choosingbeggars. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. And with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. No, you can't take my child's bike. I kind of have a negative attitude about all this. I apologize, the wound is still a little fresh. I love giving and helping people normally, but seriously, this makes me understand Scrooge McDuck. So my wife and I decided to clean out the garage to take advantage of the quarantine, so we rented a dumpster and started clearing everything out. We have 4 kids, so we have a lot of junk and old clothes, toys, high chairs, strollers, etc. And it's all in really good condition, as my wife takes really good care of things so that we could resell it later, usually to one of her cousins. She has a very large family, so there's almost always someone pregnant. Normally, she'll post the items on Facebook for our friends and family, and then she'll post them for sale on Marketplace or take them to a secondhand store to try and make a little side cash. With the garage initiative, we decided we would just curb alert all the items for free and people could come take whatever they wanted. When I say curb alert, I literally mean they were in a separate group by the curb, clearly separated from the other stuff that would be going back into the garage. This is important. My wife takes a picture of some of the stuff, puts it on Facebook, and then ends up texting a couple of her cousins and friends that she knows could use some stuff. She even goes through the boxes of clothes to pull out some outfit and sizes for them that she thinks they'll like. Above and beyond for them for getting free stuff, it's who she is. So her one cousin rolls up less than an hour after it's posted and says she'll take it all. Now, all of her kids except one of them are older than all of ours. So we were a little confused as to why she needed things like a high chair, box of toddler clothes, etc. But whatever. We literally just did not care. She could take them all and sell them for her own profit, we just couldn't care less at this point. So then she starts looking through the other stuff, and I told her that was the stuff we were keeping. She then asks if she can have one of our bikes. I told her no, that my kids use them. She asked why we have so many bikes. So I explained that we just got the kids new bikes, but 2 of our kids aren't quite ready for their new bikes, as one is a little too short to ride it comfortably, and the other hasn't learned to ride without training wheels yet. Her response? Teach them to ride without training wheels and give me that bike. I told her no firmly. She rolled her eyes at me and went back to the curb pile. One of our friends texted my wife and asked if she could hold onto the double stroller for her as she could really use it. They foster kids and just got given a baby along with their 2-year-old, and she really needs a double stroller. So we tell her cousin, whose youngest child is 4, that we're keeping that for a friend. Her response? She ain't here yet. My neighbor really needs a stroller. I tell her no again and take the stroller back up to the other pile. She follows, whatever. Then she starts back on the bike thing, saying that since she can't have the stroller, I should give her the bike. Again, I firmly tell her that I'm not giving her my son's bike. The conversation goes as follows. Her. But Bubs don't have nothing to ride. Okay, but who's Bubs? That's what we all call JJ's little boy. Okay, who's JJ? My neighbor down the road. He's done some work for my father-in-law before. Side note, my father-in-law runs a decently large-scale rental company. He's got close to 50 regular workers, all of which either family or considered family. None of them are named JJ. Yeah, I don't know JJ, but even if I did, he can't take my son's bike. She goes on to talk about how I could just go buy training wheels for the new bike because they are cheap, and that Bubs is going to be crushed not to have a bike. I asked why he would be expecting a bike in the first place. This goes on for a solid 5 minutes before I finally just tell her that she needs to pack up and leave. This is when I finally lost it. Okay, but I need y'all to load my car for me for real. I just worked an 8-hour shift and then went home and cooked fajitas for the kids. There I am, covered in sweat, garage dust, dumpster funk. After having woken up early to work my 8 hours, I work from home, being told that she's too tired to load up the free stuff I just gave her. Whatever though, I don't care at this point and start loading up the car, with her teenage daughter sitting in the front seat playing on her phone, and she has the audacity to move my son's bike over to the pile I'm loading from. I ignore it of course and keep loading and then close the tailgate. Her laughing. You forgot something. Get off my son's bike, you can't have it. Oh, come on, you know you're going to just give it to me anyway. Just load it up and let me leave. I finally snapped and told her that if she didn't leave, I would unload all the stuff I just loaded and she could leave with none of it. She promptly left. Oh no. Hey Karen, if you really need a bike, why don't you just go buy one then? Choosing Beggar wants groceries but doesn't want groceries. So I'm moving out of Portland, Oregon, and I've had a lot of interactions with Choosing Beggars, but I think this is my favorite. I was walking through the city on my way to get my groceries for the week when this woman, maybe in her late 40s or 50s, came running across the street in my direction, waving at me for my attention. Conversation following goes something like this. Me, hey, you alright? Choosing Beggar.
Well, no actually. My daughter's useless baby daddy got arrested and she dumped the kids with me. I'm trying to get them some food, but I haven't worked in a while so I don't have money.
I will always try to help someone if they ask for it, but I almost never give them money directly. My biggest issue is when people try to take advantage of my empathy. Just be honest, if you say you need $1 for a joint, hell, I'll give you 5. In most cases, when people say they need money to buy some food, I offer to buy it for them, so that's exactly what I did. Me, I'm actually on my way to Safeway right now. I'd be more than happy to have you come along and add some things to my cart so that your grandkids would like.
No way, that's way too far for me to walk. I've got this bad hip.
For reference, Safeway was maybe 2 blocks from where we were, and she had no problem running across the street when she thought she was getting cash. Well, what about the bodega right there? It's a small grocery store that sells local organic products and is really expensive.
No, they have weird food there. I was just going to buy a few things from Plaid Pantry.
Basically a 7-Eleven. Okay, turn around and there's literally one 100 feet away from us. Let's pop into that one.
No, I just want cash so I can buy them what they want.
Look, I don't have any cash, but I am going grocery shopping, and like I said, I'm more than happy to pick up a few things for you too. Choosing Beggar rolls her eyes.
No cash?
Nope.
Fine, thanks for wasting my time. They're so hungry and scared because they'll probably never see their parents again. Your generation has no sympathy for others. You don't know what it's like to have to work for a living.
Alright, well, best of luck to you. I'm sorry I was unable to help. I continued on my way and did my shopping. It's Portland, so you pretty much deal with something like that on a weekly basis depending on where you live in the city, but I felt pretty bad. Stories about kids always get me. But who's waiting right by the doors when I come out? Yup, Choosing Beggar. Choosing Beggar.
Thank you so much for doing this.
I'm sorry, what?
What did you get me? And can I have your change?
I didn't get you anything. I offered, but you said cash only.
Well then let me get the change.
I don't have any change, but I guess you can have this. I hand her a loaf of bread and a jar of peanut butter. She looks at it with disappointment.
What else do you have?
And she starts stepping forward and reaches for my bags. I jerk away and walk past her. Look, I'm not giving my food to you. I made you not 1, but 2 offers to give you food. I'm sorry, but I'm not putting up with this anymore. I walk away with her reminding me how selfish and entitled I am along with the rest of my generation. Yup, my generation is entitled. Oh, Karen. But you were literally offered groceries twice, denied it, and then when he gave you bread and peanut butter, you also denied that. I'm starting to think you don't really need the food. It should be free because it's wrong. Retail story of a Choosing Beggar. Bit of background, I'm in my very early 20s and I used to be a supervisor for a store with a dog with a mark on his eyes as a mascot. It was back to school time, so there was a lot of sales on supplies. It's worse than Black Friday if you can believe that. Our store policy was very accommodating for wrong prices. Simply put, if you say the price is different than it rings up for, we will change it for you, no questions asked, within reason of course. You said you saw a $60 backpack for $45? That makes sense, I'll change it for you. But you saw this $400 vacuum for $90? I'll have to check that for you. We would take the customer's word on it. Now story. During the sale week, the Choosing Beggar comes up to the register asking one of the cashiers to speak with a manager. They call me over since I was a front of the store supervisor and I'm the next best thing to a manager. I'll paraphrase the conversation since it's been a few years, but I remembered a good amount. Went like this. Me. Hello, I'm OP. Do you need help with something? Choosing Beggar.
Are you the manager? I asked for a manager.
I had a baby face, so I can totally see why she asked that. Me, customer service smile. I'm a supervisor, can I help you with anything you need? Did you have a question? Choosing Beggar, smiling back.
Yes, I found this calculator that has the wrong price on it. It's cheaper on the tag than what it showed up on the price checker.
This calculator was a graphing calculator that costed somewhere around the $100 to $120 area. We had different kinds of graphing calculators that were on sale, but not all of them were. I could see where this was going if I corrected her, but it was early on in the day, so I didn't want to fuss over it. So I decided to appease her because either way, it's a sale for the company. Me. Okay, that's no problem. What price did you see it for?
It was $20 cheaper.
The calculator she had was $100. Okay, we can fix that, so it will ring up to $80. I thought that was the end of it, but she had a look on her face like she was confused on something.
So that's it?
Me confused? What do you mean?
It's not free?
Me totally missed something. Oh, did you see a promotion or something?
This should be free because the price was wrong.
We don't do things like that. We can change a price if you saw it for a different price than what is listed.
No, it's your store policy.
At that time, I had been working at the retail store for 2+ years as a front-end store worker and knew the policies inside out. I knew it was a lie. I'm sorry, but the company does not have a policy in place like that. Like I said, I can change the price of the calculator, but that's all I can do for you. Choosing Beggars stammering.
Well, you had a policy like that before.
I'd been shopping at the store before working for them, and I knew they had no such policy. Whether or not they had that policy, we do not have it now, so we cannot give this for free. Both of us now silent for like a minute.
So what now?
Well, did you still want the calculator?
Only if it's free.
I'm sorry, but no, it will be for what you saw it for. She throws the calculator on one of the registers and storms off. One of the cashiers watching the whole thing goes, "Was she serious?" I shrugged and said, "I guess so," and just smiled, going about my business. Oh no.
I want it for free. That's what your old policy gave.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but we never had a policy like that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button as it would really help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.